The Playboy Mansion is on the market for $200 million, with Hugh Hefner included in the sale. A Trump property in New York sells for $21 million, and an Arizona estate lists for a record $35 million. Here with more details on all these distinctive properties is Candace Taylor from our Mansion team. Welcome, Candace. It's great to see you.
Hi.
So the iconic Playboy Mansion is up for sale, but you get a very special housemate.
Right. Hugh Hefner has to stay for the rest of his life.
The rest of his life. Now,
Which he's 89, so it might not be that long.
That's right. And he seems like he'd be a fun guy to live with. Are there any of his playmates included? That might sweeten the deal. I don't know. Just Hugh alone might not be enough. But how does that work exactly? That's in the contract that he gets to share the house with the new owners. The entire house, or does he have a little apartment? How does that work?
Well, a lot of the details are going to be figured out between Playboy and the buyer.
Okay.
They don't know exactly what the arrangement's going to be. Is he going to be a renter? Is he going to, stay there for free? What's going to happen?
Is this unusual, or has this happened before?
This has happened before. It's called a life estate, but it's rare. Mm-hmm. It's rare, and it definitely can take away from the value of the property.
So, in your professional opinion, Candace, do you think this property will sell for $200 million with somebody living in it?
I do not think it will sell for $200 million. It might sell for $100 million. Mm-hmm. It's a really distinctive property. It's on a huge lot in a prime location in LA. It's obviously super famous.
And it comes with a zoo and a zoo license. One of the few homes in Los Angeles to have a zoo license.
Absolutely. And, a lot of people, I think, just want to say they own the Playboy Mansion.
Sure. And that famous grotto.
Yes.
The grotto. But it does need some renovating. It needs some updating.
It absolutely, some people have even said it could be a tear down, although it's a historic home. It's built in the 20s. I mean, it's beautiful. So that would be a shame. But yeah, it's going to need a total renovation.
Well, it'll be really fun to see what happens with the Playboy Mansion. I'm sure there'll be a lot of people who will be checking it out.
Yeah, right.
Whether or not they actually buy it, I'm sure a lot of people will be checking it out. Candace, thank you so much for that. Now let's move on to New York, where the Trump real estate machine still seems to be churning out the deals for the presidential candidate. What did this recent condo just sell for?
Okay, so this sold for $14 million. So this is at Trump Park Avenue, which is a building that Donald Trump developed a bunch of years ago. And so as the developer, he has the right to hang on to a few units, which he did here, and then he can sell them whenever he wants to.
And this property is very special because Trump developed it, or does it have some other fantastic qualities?
Well, it's a great penthouse. It's a great penthouse overlooking Park Avenue, great views. And, it's the New York market.
Yes, absolutely. I know all about that. And he never lived there, right?
He never lived there. This was just one of his holdings. And that's what's interesting. I mean, the Trump organization says this had nothing to do with political fundraising, but this is something Donald Trump can do. He owns units like this, not just in this building, but all over the city. And whenever
so he sits on them until he decides the time is right.
He rents them out. He's been renting this one out, and he can sell them whenever he wants to raise cash. And I don't know that that's something the other candidates can do.
No, he's got a lot of real estate in his pocket, that's for sure. Now let's move on to this Paradise Valley mansion in Arizona. Yes. If it sells for the $35 million asking price, it will break a record, right?
Yes, it'll be far and away the most expensive home ever to sell in Arizona, where they're still kind of recovering from the real estate downturn.
Right. Well, it looks stunning. It took 5 years to build, right? The current owners built it themselves?
Yeah, they spent 5 years building it. It's, has everything. Movie theater, indoor basketball court with a skybox.
Pretty nice.
So you can watch other people play basketball.
His and her pool houses, that sounds very civilized to me.
Yes. And for the ladies, the master suite has a hair salon.
There you go.
So when you're getting ready to go out on the town.
Or when you're getting ready to see a movie in your private movie theater there, you don't have to go very far.
Exactly.
Sounds great. Do you think it will sell for $35 million, Candace?
They've never had a sale at that price, but they've also, this property costs a lot more than that to build.
Right.
So we'll see. And it also depends on, what the market does in the next few months.
Yep. Candace Taylor, thank you so much for that. Always fun talking real estate with you.
Thank you.